Donald Trump has long warned on another front against Ms. Clinton that he would not hold back in his personal attacks against her husband, Bill Clinton. The presumptive Republican nominee has already pushed things pretty far and pretty early in the race on that front. But last night in a Fox interview with Sean Hannity, Trump took his Bubba bashing to a new level while deflecting some of the accusations made against him in a New York Times article this weekend.
You know, it's not like the worst things, okay? You look at what Clinton's gone through with all of the problems and all of the things that he's done.
About what Clinton's done, how big an issue should that be in the campaign? For example, I looked at the New York Times. Are they going to interview Juanita Broderick? Are they going to interview Paula Jones? Are they going to interview Kathleen Willey? In one case, it's about exposure. In another case, it's about groping and fondling and touching against a woman's will.
And rape.
And rape.
John, at what point, if any, does Trump's escalating rhetoric about Bill Clinton backfire on him?
Well, I think it could backfire. I don't know how soon, Nicolle, but going as far as to playing the rape card. Now, there was, in fact, an accusation of rape against Bill Clinton. That's not false that there was an accusation. Obviously, Trump is not so careful as to say alleged rape or accusations of rape. He just goes straight there and says, basically is insinuating that Bill Clinton is a rapist. But, there's an answer to Sean Hannity's question, which is, no, the New York Times is not likely to go back and re-interview all those women because Bill Clinton's not running for president in 2016. Hillary Clinton is, and although Trump will try to tie Hillary Clinton to Bill Clinton's past indiscretions, I just do not think that this is an issue that is going to help him with women or going to help him with very many voters who are not already in his column.
I agree with you on some counts. I think that Trump has to be cautious in this area. If I were to give him any advice on this sort of specific line of attack against her, it would be to narrow the argument. The argument that I think he wants to make for Hillary Clinton is that she participated in
Right.
the sort of making the women part of the target. She focused her ire on Monica Lewinsky, who she called a narcissistic Looney Tune. And she participated in sort of objectifying the women who were, you could argue, victims of his, power and of his sexual appetites, if you will. So I think Trump has to, I think he's made perfectly clear he's projected this line of attack. He's already engaged in this line of attack. But I think if he's going to keep it up and if he thinks it's going to do him any good, it needs to be narrowed from his campaign and from the things he says. And I think it's ironic that we're talking about how before any of the facts were known, he was shooting from the hip on national security. But if you're talking about sex, you got to be more specific. But I think that's where we are in this bizarre race of 2016.